Namaste, my darling, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This reading is for November 10th to November 17th. Thank you so very much for joining me here this week. Now, I'm doing things a little different. Instead of doing 3 cards, 3 suits, pick your suit, which I do for, as a general reading every week. I was guided to do each individual sign and to ask Spirit to give us a collective message for that sign. So I am doing all of the signs today from Aries all the way through to Pisces. And I have chosen 3 different decks that I'm using with each sign, but obviously different messages, and I haven't looked at them. So I'm excited, and I hope that your reading resonates with you today and for this week. Now, I did pick 3 different decks, and the very first deck is the Animal Spirit Oracle. And so our animal spirit guides, our totem animals, they have a great deal of wisdom that they share with us that we often overlook this magnificent animal kingdom. You know, when you're going for a walk and you see the squirrels or you see all these beautiful birds or, nature animals or even our own household pets, they have messages, insight, and love that they share with us. So for you, my darling Scorpios, you get the dragonfly spirit. The dragonfly spirit. So this is a magnificent spirit animal. And, the dragonfly is so beautiful. And it represents, you'll often see many people, they'll even put a tattoo of a dragonfly on them because it represents maybe someone in the spirit world, and you'll often see that. But the dragonfly, as it's flying, will catch your eye because its wings have different colors to them, and it's absolutely magnificent. Now, the message, my darling Scorpios, that the dragonfly spirit has for you is truth transcends illusion. Truth transcends illusion. This is a very, very powerful message, a very powerful spirit animal, and a very powerful card altogether. First and foremost, the angelic number that comes through for you, my darling Scorpios, is 22. When you have some time, just go on to your search engine or your Google or whatever you use and look up angel number 22, because angel number 22 will have some sort of a message from your angels to you. Now, the dragonfly spirit is here to let you know, darling Scorpios, that you are going through quite a phase in your life. That's what I'm getting from this this beautiful spirit animal. You are in a time of reflection. You are going through a time of quietude, and really going within. So no matter how old you are, my darling Scorpio, you could be young, you could be retired, and anywhere in between. But I would assume that all Scorpios are going through this time of transition in their lives, and a very, very powerful time. A time of what I hear Spirit saying to me, of the next level or the next phase that is now opening up for you in your life. And what does that look like? So this isn't a time of loneliness. This is a time of introspection. This is a time where Spirit asks you to remember self-love, to think about all of the people around you, all of the experience that you've had the blessing of being a part of, that have taught you so very much. You know, the card reads truth transcends illusion. And what this means is that what you see, my darling Scorpios, with the physical eye is not quite what is really in front of you, because the spirit world is very much around you, trying to help you to see aspects of your life, of yourself, of who you really are on a soul level. They're trying to help you understand this. And that's why you're going through such a time of introspection in your life at this point, at this time. And it's a very powerful time. So don't mistake that inner reflection and self-discovery as a time of loneliness, because it is not that. Your mind is going in many places. You might be looking into various different avenues of things, seeing what the next stage of your life will hold for you. I feel there's a great deal of change coming in for Scorpio. And again, it doesn't matter what phase of your life you're in, but know that Spirit is guiding you, and that Spirit is helping you to go within, but to trust Spirit, to open doors to new avenues, and also new ways of looking at things. Okay, what a magnificent, magnificent card. Truth transcends illusion. So there is so much truth that comes from the wisdom of Spirit, from our ancestors, from our parents that may have transitioned, our grandparents, our loved ones in the spirit world, that you cannot see, my darling Scorpio, but they are around you and they are working with you to help you on this journey of self-discovery. And it's a most magnificent journey that you're on. So, just be grateful that you have this time. You may be feeling like, now what? Or where am I at now in my life? But no, you've been put exactly where you need to be so that the next path can open up for you. And Spirit is guiding you along that path. What a magnificent card. I'm also feeling like, many of you are leaders, darling Scorpios, and you're here to help others through what you've been through in your life. I'm also feeling like you may get somebody who mentors you, or you may be mentoring others with the wisdom and knowledge that you've gained thus far. Magnificent card, and it is the Dragonfly Spirit. Make sure you look up angel number 22, okay? Now, the second card that I picked, my darling Scorpio, was the Love deck that I have. And I just thought it would be fun to kind of see what kind of a message we might get. And the message you got, my darling Scorpios, is learn. Learn. And that is your love message for the week of November 10th to November 17th. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So if you are in a partnership, allow that love from that relationship to teach both parties about each other, okay? Because there's a great deal of growth in what your partner may be going through, what you may be going through, what your children may be going through, what your parents or your loved ones around you may be going through. Let love show you how to learn from each other, okay? I really do feel like the love message here, whether you are married, in a relationship, whether it's just, it's the platonic relationships around you, your children, your neighbors, your friends, whatever it is, because we're dealing with a lot of different Scorpios. But whatever they may be going through, you could be a very strong support system for them, or vice versa, or both ways, right? And, that is where the learning and the growth is coming for each of you for this upcoming week. So it's a magnificent, magnificent message. And for the very last card, my darlings, Scorpio, you got, and this is a powerful card, Epiphany. Epiphany. This is one of the major arcanas in this Archangel Tarot deck. And it comes from a very powerful archangel by the name of Raziel. So whether you feel you are spiritually evolved or not, you could be younger thinking I'm not, but you really are. You're extremely spiritually evolved. You've learned a great deal in your lifetime, whether you've been on this planet for a short while or for a long time. You've acknowledged a lot. You've gained a lot of knowledge, but you come, I hear Spirit saying, with a great deal of soul wisdom, that you're here to relearn and then share with others. How amazing is that? So this is a time, darling Scorpios, this is a time of joy through spiritual growth. So somebody really could be mentoring you at this time, or somebody could be inspiring you, or you could be inspiring others. You know, this is a time to be a light for others around you, to help them, and to also allow them to help you. And, you know, this Epiphany card, it also speaks to, again, very much like the dragonfly spirit, where truth transcends illusion, and the spirit world coming very close. It's very similar to the Epiphany card, because, you know, this card really urges you to take time to meditate, to take time to reflect, to connect with spirit, because they are trying to help you on the next phase, whatever that is for you, my darling Scorpios. And if you set aside time, because you may find, Scorpios, that this may be a very reflective time. No matter what kind of circumstance may be around you in your life, you may find that it's a very inward time for you, okay? And the reason is that it has already been instigated through spirit. So we can use any excuse as to why you're at this phase. It really doesn't matter how old you are. But the truth of the matter is you're at this space in this time for spiritual growth, for epiphanies. And you're going to get this through quiet time, through meditation, just being quiet and reflecting and allowing the spirit world, allowing God's source to download upon you the answers that you are seeking on the next steps or the next phase of your soul's evolution and growth. Wow, 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 my darling Scorpios. This is a powerful, powerful message for all of you. And happy birthday, if I haven't said it yet, to all of our darling Scorpios. But very, very deep, very, very spiritual time for my darling Scorpios. Well, my darlings, I really hope that resonated with you. As I mentioned, I'm doing all 12 signs, and it's taking me a great deal of time to do. So I really hope that these readings resonate with you this week. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, to my website. Share my posts, share comments. It's a very nice exchange of energy for me, so that I can keep doing this. Well, my darlings, I wish you a most magnificent and amazing week ahead. All my love. Namaste.